So Satoshi, first of all, I would like to start by that your song, it's my favorite song for this year. You are absolutely my winner. And how would it feel to be here in Vienna and represent Moldova?
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Hello to everyone. Thanks for all the support and the attitude and the opportunity to speak to you all. It feels good. It's a lovely city. It is very green. It has a lot of things to see. It has good food, beautiful architecture and everything. So we're looking forward for the third rehearsal in the morning of the 11th to get more and more used to that stage and to that sound, to everything. So far everything is okay. It's a process and we're constantly improving.
So speaking about the reversals, how was the first reversal for you? Were there any surprises?
Probably I expected the stage to be a bit bigger than this, but it's not bad. It's good because you feel more comfortable on it. So it's not that large. It's more longer. It's long, not that large. Everything went well because they're professionals. And everyone knows what to do, so you don't have that much stress. Of course, the first performance was pretty stiff because we were like, okay, we gotta follow the script, this camera here, that camera there. But then I started to move around the stage and run and feel more freely. I love to move a lot on the stage. So at some point it became, okay, this is a normal performance, just more cameras around you. So right now it's okay.
Are you following the betting odds? Does it change your focus when you see your name going up or down the ranking?
Well, I'm keeping a hand on the polls, of course. I'm not obsessed with it. Like, I'm not checking that every day or something. But from time to time, I'm interested and see, like, how does it perform? Or sometimes it appears from someone, like a post on social media, like, okay, you're in this top or in this top, which makes me feel good, actually. But I really think that this is a performative live act that will change everything right in the moment when it will happen. So everything depends on the vibe you'll have and the energy with which you're performing that specific night, and that will be the most important thing.
And let's talk about your name. Are you Satoshi Nakamoto? Are you standing behind the Bitcoin?
No, I don't know. Maybe unfortunately not. But no, I'm not. I don't have any connection with the cryptocurrencies, and neither do I with the Satoshi, the character from Pokemon. But anyways, my name comes from my passion for the Japanese culture and history. I'm a historical nerd myself, so since I was a teenager, I was watching different documentaries and movies and vlogs and animes as well from Japan, because it inspires me, their culture inspired me. So that's why I came up with that name. It means clear thinking, and it's a common name. It's a common male name from Japan, actually.
And how does the Japanese culture affect your song?
Well, I would not say it affects my song. It's just something that is, from my personal universe. It just forms my taste. It's one of my preferences.
So Moldova have a great tradition in the Eurovision, and we have great acts. How does it feel to be part of this legacy of Moldova in the Eurovision?
I'm glad if that is so, if that is seen so. I will do my best, to keep the image of my country at a good level, because it's a great opportunity of promoting your culture, your country, and of attracting goodwill and good attention to it. Maybe tourism, maybe some very beautiful interest that can grow into something bigger. So I will do my best to, first off, to bring the party on in this Eurovision season, and secondly, to prove that my country, despite of being a small country, can produce, cultural value.
Last year, Moldova didn't take part of the Eurovision, and this year you are back. How does it affect the music scene in Moldova?
I think it was a mature step to take a step back and to come back more prepared, because this year's national selection was on a different level than it was before. We had bigger investment and everyone was much more involved, and we changed the rules so now that the voting is more transparent and more complex, so like corruption isn't that simple to achieve, or to an extent that we consider it impossible to be achieved, because we had three elements that created the result. It was the national jury, the international invited jury, and the televoting. So you cannot, go wild with that. I really hope that it will stimulate the growth, and in the next year we'll have more and more interest, because it stimulates the growth of the multimedia industry, and a lot of people have the opportunity to show themselves and to grow.
Amazing. And you have Aliona with you. How did this collaboration happen?
We know each other for some years. Like, we met about 5 years ago. I worked with her as a lyricist and her as an artist, so that's how we end up, being friends. We were on the same label, and at the time when after the closed auditions, I was recommended to try to add some melodicity to the song, because it only had the punch and the energy. I thought that it would be good to have a female singer with very strong voice, airy, that would dissolve and add some contrast to it, so I thought about Aliona.
And how does it feel to have her by your side and have her experience with the Eurovision?
She's a very, experienced person, charismatic one. She brings a lot of confidence with her, so it's a strong asset to have in your team.
So, as I told you, you are my favorite song this year, and you have a lot of fans in Israel, and some of them feel a bit uncomfortable voting for you after a statement that you post on the social media before you won the national selection. What would you like to tell them?
Well, I would like to say that Eurovision is one of those very rare contexts in which people from so many different countries and cultures have the opportunity to let everything away and stay united for some reason. That is very rare, so that's one of the reasons I came to represent Moldova at this communicational table. Of course, I did not came to make any political statements, although I have my own, opinions and so on and so on. I don't want to, hurt or insult anyone, and it never was my intention. If I said something that insults someone in a way, I didn't mean that. So everything that I said was from a humanitarian point of view, and not even close to a political one. But thanks for the support. I never thought that I would get appreciation and attention from so many different countries. Like, I don't think I have relatives in Israel, but there are a lot of Moldovans actually living in Israel. So yeah.
Yeah, we have a few Moldovans in our team too. Have you had a chance to hear Michel by Noam Batan, the Israeli song? What did you think about it?
Yes, and we met at the arena. I think he's a very strong singer. And the way it sounded from the rehearsal, it was very impressive, like a very strong male voice, present one. I do appreciate singing like that. It seems a very well-written song. So good luck on well performing and bringing a good performance to this stage.
Thank you for your time and your support. Would you like to say something to the Israeli audience?
Thanks for being a part of Eurovision. It is important to have as many, people involved as possible, because as long as we have such tools of communication, we are still have a chance, to build something more out of it.
Amazing. Thank you very much. I hope to interview you next year in Moldova as the winner.
Thank you for manifesting that, hopefully. Good luck to everyone, and I really hope that this will be a very strong and memorable year that will bring joy and will stay as much aside of anything negative as possible.